What's going on, YouTube? Sorry I haven't been posting in the past few weeks. I actually just got a new puppy, so I've been spending a lot of time, playing with her and trying to train her, get her accustomed to her new home. Let me go grab her real quick. Alright guys, this is my new puppy, Joy. She is the cutest thing in the world. Mwah. And this is what I've been spending the last couple weeks, playing with and spending time with. In today's video is part 2 of most common interview questions. Here we go. So the first question we're gonna go over is explain this weakness in your application. So whether you have a somewhat low GPA, a low GRE score, or you might be lacking volunteer hours or healthcare hours, they're gonna bring this up during your interview. You can definitely count on that if you have kind of the lower to average scores. They will definitely ask you about it and kind of get a feel for, why your scores aren't a little bit higher. So with this type of question, and when they ask you about a weakness in your application, the best thing to do is own up to it and not make any excuses. If you did have, personal reasons or issues that came up, you don't want to go into too much detail, but it's okay to, mention that something did happen, during this semester or during this quarter. But the best thing to, I think for me, to convey is you take responsibility for whatever, the low GPA, the low GRE score, but also explain to them how you've grown from it and what you've improved on since then. I have a somewhat lower GPA, and this was something that I had to address in quite a few of my interviews. There was no excuse that justified my low GPA overall. I took responsibility for my low GPA, and I told them that I made up for it with a higher GRE score, with a little bit more patient care hours, and different aspects of my application that help to make me a more well-rounded candidate. If academics or test scores are something that is a weakness in your application, try to counter it with having more patient care hours or having more volunteer hours. And if you have low GPA, counter that with a high GRE and vice versa. The second question is, have you considered any other health professions? And this question you might get asked differently. It might sound like, so why not medical school? Why PA school? Why not nurse practitioner school? Why PA school? Why not a different route? Why did you choose to pursue the PA route? With this, what I think that they look for is they definitely want you to have experience in, either shadowing a doctor or just having interactions with nurses and figuring out that the PA route is the most suitable for your personality and what you want in a career. So I definitely got asked, why not medical school? And I didn't get asked why not NP over PA, but I did get asked, do you know the differences between the two? And that's a hard question. There's a lot of information online that you can look up that'll give you pretty good information that distinguishes nurse practitioner and a PA. They do generally have the same responsibilities, but the schooling is different. So keep that in mind. So in terms of why not medical school, you want to give them your genuine reasonings. I wouldn't mention things like money or, being in school for that long, because that kind of shows a lack of commitment. And what I recommend is really just talking about, why the medical school route or becoming a doctor isn't necessarily what you're looking for, and that the PA route is, much more suited for your personality and your goals in life. The third question is, what are you doing to make yourself more competitive right now? And so with this question, they're going to be asking, what are you doing during the application process that's making you more competitive, as a candidate? For a lot of people still have full-time jobs or part-time jobs and volunteer in healthcare and whatnot. So it's really good to explain that you're still, doing something with your life instead of just sitting around and playing with a puppy, even though puppies are amazingly cute. So if you're volunteering still in a hospital, if you're still working in healthcare, if you're taking additional classes, mention that to them when they ask you to show them that you do really care about becoming a PA and you're actively making steps to become a stronger candidate. Another question that I got asked a bunch is, what specialty do you want to go into? And this is a tough question because a lot of schools are focused on graduating primary care physician assistants. In the beginning of time, that's what the PA profession was created for, is the shortage in primary care, of primary care doctors. PAs do majority of the time work in primary care, such as family medicine, pediatrics, things like that. But, more and more PAs are specializing into different fields, and that's totally okay. You want to just be honest with them. And with me, when they ask me, I've had history shadowing a dermatology PA, orthopedic PA, but I still kind of lean towards primary care. So I told them, I'm leaning towards primary care, but I'm keeping my options open. And something that I've learned from my PA friends that are already in school and my medical school friends is you may think you want to do one thing before you start, but you definitely, after you experience different rotations, you will probably change your mind on what specialty you want to work in. Another kind of fun question, a question that helped put me to ease is, what do you like to do for fun? What do you like to do to relieve stress? And for me, I love being active, I love playing sports, I love playing basketball, I like lifting weights, and that's kind of what I told them was my hobby and something that I hope to continue in PA school. You can't go wrong with exercising or sports as a hobby because it helps to relieve a lot of stress and helps to get outside the classroom and just take a break from everything you have to learn. Give your brain a break. I mentioned that in my interviews, they seem to really like it. And I also incorporated that, playing sports and exercising was a great stress reliever, and that will definitely help me become a better student, a more focused student in PA school. But you can mention anything that you like to do that's either unique to you or something that would catch the interviewer's attention in a positive way. I hope this video helps you guys with your interviews. If you have any additional questions, feel free to comment below. I usually get back to people within, the day. Don't forget to like this video if it was helpful. And once again, good luck. Don't forget to be like my blood type, be positive. 2 weeks till Christmas and the holidays. Hope you guys are having a great winter season. It just started to snow in New York, so wish me luck. This is gonna be my first time experiencing a East Coast winter. Hopefully I don't freeze. Thanks again for watching and see you guys in the next one. Peace. Say bye to the camera. Say bye. Joy says bye.